Larry catches the
There
biggest bass.
First bite. There we go. Yep. Stop. Those are something sitting on like a little brush pile right there. Hey, we caught that fish feeder going off. Let's go, and we probably have time to make it over there. We hustle. There we go. I can't go back to the past, yeah. Good morning, guys. What is going on? Hope everybody's having a fantastic, well, it's probably not morning for you. It is 5:30 here on Larry Catches the Biggest Bass time. And for you, it's probably like 6, 7 o'clock. But this morning, I want to go do some topwater fishing. I have a big Jaywalker 120, which is like pretty big size, like walking bait, kind of spook presentation. I have a frog tied on, I have a chatterbait, and I have a big worm. I'm just going all out. I haven't caught a big fish in a while, and I'm trying to catch a big one. I lost a couple big ones in the tournament, relatively big for like a lake fishing tournament. And yeah, I thought I caught a couple big ones on a crankbait, but they just ended up being catfish. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm going out early, and I'm just gonna throw big bait. So we're out early this morning. We're gonna go try to catch a few. Hopefully, ideal, perfect world, we just go down here and throw the frog all day, and we just catch a whole bunch of fish on the frog. But frog's not perfect, so I think it'll probably be like a mix of the Jaywalker frog, and we'll probably do that until 8, 9 o'clock. And then once 8, 9 o'clock rolls around, we'll probably switch over to like the slobber knocker and then big worm. So we'll see what we can get. Excuse me. We'll see what we can get into. Thank y'all for clicking on the video. Thank y'all for hanging out. If you have any video suggestions you want to see down below in the comments, please leave them down below. Don't be a stranger. Drop a comment. Be like, what's up or something. I'll respond. Cool thing about living in Alabama and some of the spots that I get to go fish, like the amount of deer that I've seen on some of these trips is crazy. It's crazy. I've been on the way to some of these ponds like early in the morning, probably could count 100 deer on the way to the pond. All right, so we're probably gonna have some fog on the water this morning. That's not a bad thing, I don't think. Might be good for a frog. I heard once upon a time that bass will only eat topwater if there's fog on the water, which I mean which isn't true at all, but it's a good point for this morning to bring up, hopefully. And then we got a little bit of cloud cover, sun ain't even up yet. Oh yeah, don't want to count the chickens before they hatch, but hopefully, just maybe we can catch a few. All right, guys, we got everything all loaded up in the kayak, and boom, we got our fish finder on there, even though we're not probably going to use it today. I really need to find a better mount because the one I have is a little wobbly. I like the 106, but it's definitely a little bit heavy, and that's something I just didn't think about. I might upgrade to the aluminum gear track on the kayak, just so I don't really have to worry about it as much. Look at that, we pimping, baby. Look at that. It says we're in 36 foot of water. It's working perfectly. Whatever that thing says is the truth. If it says we're in 36 foot of water, then I believe it. Can't put any lies. You can't put anything that's not true on a Garmin fish finder. I'm not sure if they're eating topwater in here or not, but the water felt pretty good when I got in. We got a little bit of fog. We definitely should be able to hook up on one or two at least. And we might just go straight to the back because I know all this probably gets fished. Like this was probably fished down through here last night. So probably wouldn't be a bad idea just to go ahead and walk it onto the back and try out there. So I'm just trying to keep it as tight to the grass as I possibly can. Should be a fish back in there, has got to be. Should only take a couple works and it's just swallowed. There's something, missed it. Whatever that was, missed it. It's definitely a bigger presentation frog, which I'm kind of a fan of. Especially for this morning in here, I just feel like, you know, that bigger presentation, you just skip over that 1 pounder, you're going straight for the 2s, 3s, and 4s. Like when you catch one, it's gonna be a show enough one. And we also tied on that walking bait, so we can have something we can kind of fish down the bank. Because with this frog, whenever I fish a frog around grass like this, I normally try to cast it like into the grass like that and then work it out, because a lot of times you'll Sometimes you'll catch them like in the grass like that, and then sometimes they'll be in the grass, and you just gotta let them know there's a bait present. And that was one of those casts that was like in the grass. All right, they're kind of missing this. So. Also, those fish might have not been the biggest bass in the world. Look at this cast right here. Watch this. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh yeah, we just spooked some fish. We're gonna get 8 back there. Have got to get 8. I have a hard time believing that. We're in 2.5 feet of water right here. It's crazy. I never knew it was that shallow. This always kind of seems like a later in the day spot for me. Like, normally catch pretty good bass out of this little pocket right here later in the day. So, just because we don't have too much like really good morning to fish topwater with, we'll probably just zip to the back real quick, try that. And then also I kind of want to map this pond a little bit today and just see what's in it, like how deep does it get, because I've never had a fish finder in here before. So I think that's pretty cool to be able to check it out a little bit. Yeah. Jaywalker's probably one of the best, probably my favorite walking bait I've ever thrown, just because it walks so good every time. And I think that big like profile of it just makes it walk really good. Saltwater Jaywalker too. But I've caught a lot of fish on it, like late last summer. I think about the time Alex Rudd came down. I think when Alex Rudd was here, I caught like a 5-pounder on that exact Jaywalker right there. All right. Zip it on out of here. Neither one of those lures are getting anywhere near as much interest as I'd like them to, so we have one last big worm left. And we're gonna tie it on. Hopefully we catch one on it, or catch a couple on it. There we go, first bite. Oh, drag slipped. Drag slipped, drag wasn't set. Ooh, all right, maybe not topwater time yet. Don't want to count that out because I'd love to catch a few on that. Another bite. There we go. Cool. The first one, baby. We just need our worm back. That's all I ask. Come here. Oh, the tail's missing. Of course it is. We had one good lure. Ooh, look at that one. Nice fat chunky one. Cool. First fish with the fish finder in the boat too. Dang, man. We had one good worm with us. And of course, first fish takes the tail. Of course. I wonder if it's worth even trying to throw like that. In general, I'm not sure if it's gonna have the same effect as that big power worm, but man, these things work. I really didn't think I would need those today, but of course I catch 2 fish almost back to back on them, of course, and then that's my only one. I feel like that's like a little hidden secret, like a big worm. People kind of look over it, but there's no way that this general is gonna have the same effect as that power worm did. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even paying attention to that. Dude, that was a good fish. I was not even paying attention to that. Dude, I wasn't even looking at it. I was trying to line myself up to keep fishing down the grass. That was such a big one. Oh my goodness, dude. I was not paying attention to that thing at all. And he got it too. Like he pulled the rod and like the rod hit my side and it like hurt. Oh man. That's why you frog fish, but like to hopefully hook up on them. I wasn't even paying attention. I was trying to figure out how to line my kayak up better with this bank, so I didn't have to touch the trolling motor, and I could hopefully make some good casts like that. Got him, got him. Oh, that was such a big one. No, that was a big one. 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 That was a 4 or 5 pounder. Maybe even bigger than that. On our frog. That was 2 big ones. I knew this bank was going to be good because it was kind of shaded, like it's still shaded a little bit. So okay. 2 really good fish. And the crazy thing is like you could still be asleep right now at 6:38 in the morning, or you could be getting natural coffee. I didn't eat breakfast this morning. Like mornings where I want to go topwater fishing, normally I don't eat breakfast just because I can go until 10:30 if I'm catching fish, and it's just like a motivation to catch fish. I know it's probably not good, not healthy at all, but like I don't need motivation to go fishing, but it's kind of like a feeling of accomplishment when you do eat breakfast. You're like, yeah, I didn't eat this because I was all jacked up on adrenaline this morning, baby. We lost 2 good ones. First one, not really too mad at because I wasn't even paying attention to that one. Like, but at least we got to see that one. He jumped for us. And I don't know how good of a cast that was, but this one's gonna be. Wonder if it'd be worth going right back down this bank, or do I need to? All right, that's a good cast. Yep. Got him. Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's go, baby. Bang, baby. Let's go. Ooh, he doesn't have it good. Ooh, we're not going to be able to grab him how we want to. Just come on in here. Hey, LinkedIn. LinkedIn notification. Ooh, look at that one. 2 healthy ones this morning for sure. Solid 2 pounder or so. Maybe 3. Probably not. Don't want to push it too much. We'll say 2. Not as big as probably the first or second one that we just missed on the frog, but definitely good frog fish. I knew one was going to be in there. I knew it. I just had a feeling one was going to be in there. It's just would he eat it or not. Ooh. I just felt like I had made a lot of casts back here, and I had kind of made up too much noise already. Chewed, baby, chewed, chewed. Let's go. Let's go. That was such a satisfying eat because it was just kind of like a slurp. It was just like a, hey, look at that. Imagine there's another one over there, or it's probably the same one. The bass just saw his opportunity and just took full advantage. On this bank a little bit and give this bank time to rest, or should we go straight back down? I think we'll go down this one a little bit. I'm gonna go down here and kind of fish until that dock maybe, and then we'll come back up and make another loop. We'll cut across and then fish back down it. Or should we hit it from like the opposite direction? Hard decisions. I need to rig up a weightless Cinco on that rod we had the General on and do some follow-ups whenever they miss it. That's one thing that I've never really done. I know it's a good way to catch them, but like whenever they miss a frog like that, sometimes if you drop the frog rod real quick and pick up like a General, they'll eat the General. Ooh, we've had 3 for sure bass blow-ups, and then we had 2 when we first got out here. So we'll just go with 3 because those first 2 probably weren't bass. Man, we've had, how many have we caught on the frog? 1, 2, 2, 1. Had 3 blow-ups, caught 2. Had 4 blow-ups, caught 1. Yeah. Ooh, I'm telling you, frog fishing is like therapeutic, man. Like just catching one on a frog, even just getting the blow up is like, oh my, like animals can do that, fish can do that. Frog fishing still so like, what to me? Cause it's just, It's weird seeing fish just blow up on a lure like that. Look at all those little marks right there. I wonder what are those. Hey, that looks good. I'm sure y'all will probably get some pretty good laughs in. Like, those are up off the bottom. I'm not sure what those are. I need to... How do you, like, add a waypoint? Oh, wait. I made a new combo. See, like, that's a... I don't know what those are. Like, that's a stack of something. Those are something sitting on, like, a little brush pile right there. What did I just mark? See, that's... I'm still learning. Because, like, on the, like, side scan, if you see something like that, like, if... I feel like I'm a little noisy because I'm in shallow water right here, but... Like, I had it down, or I took it, the first time I took it out, I was able to do it a little bit, but the pond I was on, like, I've only taken it to ponds. I haven't been to a big lake yet. So everywhere that I've been to hasn't really been mapped. That might be part of it, maybe. I don't know. Hey, that's a big group of bait right there. That's a big ball of bait. Hey, we cast that right on top of one. We couldn't have asked for a more perfect cast than that. I mean, like, literally casted that as one was in the air, like it hadn't made it there, but one jumped out of the water. All right, guys, we're gonna throw this slobber knocker down there. We're in 7 foot of water right here. Because I just passed over this spot and I looked back behind me and I was just looking at the graph trying to figure out some stuff, you know, just taking it all in. And I saw a huge bass jump behind me, like right slap where we just went over. I mean, when I say huge, it was probably 8-9 pounds. Like, it was just head and like the body wasn't even big enough to come up out of the water. Hey, we caught that fish feeder going off. Let's go, and we probably have time to make it over there if we hustle. And we have the slobber knocker tied on. We're gonna go catch one out of the fish feeder. Talk about right place, right time. There we go, see? Oh, he wasn't big. He was not big. Fish, big one, big one. Oh my goodness, dude, he was right there. Big one. I really need to get my net. Dude, he was right in the grass. Come here. Look at that one, boys. Fish number 3. Shoot, we might just stay in here. Didn't I always say I always catch 1 or 2 more? It's the biggest one of the day. That's a... Should we weigh them? Yeah, let's weigh them. Oh, the scale's in kilograms also. I gotta look up on how to change that. There's another one that jumped literally right there. Dude, that's a good one. Slobber knocker fish. Good old slobber knocker bass to start off the morning. Larry catches the biggest bass. Hey! Oh, this is such a good feeling. What a good, beautiful, healthy fish. Thank you, dude. Thank you. See, that's the thing about this fish finder. It's cool and it's really nice to have, but at the same time, I don't think it's really gonna change too much for me. Like, especially fishing like these ponds and whatnot, because like, this is how I've learned to kayak fish. It's just like basically doing the reverse thing that you would do on the bank. Just fish off of the kayak, but fish towards the bank. You know, that fish is literally sitting in the grass. Like, the fish finder would be absolutely zero help to help me do that. Like, everything that I need to know about fishing shallow like this is not relevant to that fish finder. Like, I probably know a pretty good amount already, but like, all the additional information, the only thing that provides me is depth and water temperature, which is a lot, but at the same time, like, as far as like any help to truly catch the fish, like, but also depth. My depth checker was always this right here. That's 3.5 feet. Look, 82.7. It's close enough, but also we're not in the same spot as I stuck my rod down in. And then my water temperature checker was always a little finger swish, and then the water is about 80 something degrees. Boom, 82. I knew that though. But yeah, I think it's definitely gonna be interesting on like big lakes, and then especially for being able to like if I take tournament fishing a little bit more serious and like start traveling to tournaments and whatnot, then being able to mark where I'm catching these fish at. And then just to have that data over time and, you know, have SD cards for different maps and whatnot, like that'll be pretty clutch. And being able to know like, okay, put a date in with the waypoint. Like this time last year, they were here. All right, guys, it's about an hour and a half later, and we just spent a whole bunch of time. We ran this whole pond and we mapped the whole entire thing. I did like vertical lines and I did side to side. Oh, that's how you know we've been out in the sun. We haven't eaten or anything. I did vertical lines and I did horizontal, and kind of like went in a grid pattern, then went through some of the diagonal points that we kind of missed over. So we had the whole thing mapped, which I'm not sure really how helpful it is, because majority of the time I come out here, I do what I did today. I fish shallow. But it'll be cool just to see, like on the dam, it's nowhere near as deep as I thought it was. Deepest spot that I saw while I was mapping, I couldn't see depth. But I'll have to look whenever I get back to the house, because I'll probably play around with it some more. But deepest I saw was like 7-8 feet, which is crazy because I was in a pond a couple days ago and it's like 30 feet deep and it's half the size of this one. So with that being said, we have that. We did a little bit of side scan today. We went over a big bass and then we saw a big bass jump. So that was kind of cool to be able to say that like we got that done on side scan today. But I spent a little bit of time like idling, but trolling around on 10 and looking and just seeing like what I could see on side scan, and it's very confusing. Like I think I have it understood, and then like I don't see anything for about 5 minutes and I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. I'm still like, I'm starting to get a little bit of a grasp on it, but like I just need to watch a lot more YouTube videos. And it's just one of those things. It's kind of like, it's fun because it's something new to learn that I know absolutely nothing about. So that's why I'm enjoying it so much. And I think we're gonna hold out on the live scope for a minute, just so I can actually truly learn how to use side imaging and down imaging, like the combination of the two. So we're gonna probably start off in these ponds, learning how to do it here, and then we'll learn what to look for on big lakes, and then we'll take that same concept to big lakes, and then we'll probably start fishing some like kayak tournaments, so we can have 2-3 days to practice, so we kind of already know where to start, you know, but still have to figure them out. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to fish them hard and have a good day. Peace.